Well, today's April 1st. We just finished March, and it actually turned out to be a slightly cooler than normal month. When we look at the temperatures going back, compared to normal, it just barely squeaked in a little colder than average, about a third of a degree colder than normal in Brownsville, around a half a degree or so in McAllen, about a degree colder than normal in Harlingen. Haven't seen too many cooler than normal months in the valley in recent years. Our last time was in November. We had a chilly November. It came in colder than normal. But today, ooh, it was a little chilly out there. If you were up this morning, it was kind of drizzly, cold, didn't really warm up much. Looking at the numbers from McAllen, this is going back to 1960. Since then, there's only been 4 months or 4 times during the month of April that we've seen temperature for one day, a high temperature this cold or colder. We hit 59 today. That's this year. Before, in 1997, we had an April day at 57 for a high. 82, we had a day of 55, and back in 2007 on Easter Sunday, we had a high of 54. So once in a while we get a chilly day, but not too many in April, and this is one of the coldest you'll probably find for a while. Warming trends on the way, though. 80s are back in the forecast as early as Wednesday in some areas. The next best chance for rain, probably right around Saturday. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out this week, but there are some small chances of rain before then, but nothing is widespread coming up for the next few days as we saw over the weekend. This is rainfall since late Saturday night, especially on Sunday. Everyone saw some rain. Most areas in the blue here is at least about a half an inch of rain. Some of these green shadings estimated at around an inch or a little more. And the yellow spots in northern Starr County, a couple spots near north of LaFeria, and then eastern Cameron County around an inch and a half to 2 inches of rain. So a few little spots of good rainfall totals, but helping out the drought situation is always good. Tomorrow is a day when you probably wake up to clouds and cool temperatures in the 50s. I think the clouds will probably hold on most of the day. It may not be too many breaks, even though some of the computer models try to break up the clouds, but we should be at least in the upper 60s, maybe lower 70s if we break or at least thin out the clouds a little bit in some areas by afternoon, but warmer than today. Future Track shows lots of clouds overnight and keeps it kind of cool overnight. Future Track, if you watched earlier, it was trying to clear out the clouds if you watched at 5 and 6 o'clock. Now I think it's kind of locked onto what I think the better idea is. It keeps it fairly cloudy tomorrow with maybe a few breaks in the afternoon. So probably not a lot of sun, but maybe a little bit squeaking through. And then Wednesday, still a cloudy start to the day, and there could be a couple sprinkles or a light rain shower in spots on Wednesday, but very, very few and far between and very light, as I think we'll see a breezy day with maybe a couple spots of showers. So 10% chance there might be a little bit of drizzle early tomorrow morning, but 20% chance of a very light rain shower on Wednesday. At the coast, I said before the break, you might want to get out and enjoy the warmer weather on the way later this week. No advisories there tomorrow. Should be fairly calm. Could be a little breezy on Wednesday and maybe again Friday at the coast, but things look pretty quiet if you are at the island tomorrow. Tonight, your first 1-5 AccuWeather forecast down to 49, only a little cooler than it is now. Temperatures dropping just maybe 3 or 4 degrees, and then back up to 73 tomorrow. Probably cloudy most of the day. Should stay mainly dry, but a good 15 degrees warmer in some areas than it was today. And then first 1-5 AccuWeather 7-day forecast. 83 tomorrow, 87 on Thursday, and 85 on Friday. Only 1 or 2 little showers could fall on those days. I think their best chance we'll talk more about if you tune in next half hour on Channel 5 News at 10:30 on 5.2. There could be a storm system in Texas that could bring a better chance for rain on Saturday. So April Fool's Day turned out to be pretty chilly, but my favorite April Fool is Joel.